Caring for a loved one can be overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. Broome County Office for Aging Caregiver Services provides support, guidance, and resources to help caregivers and their loved ones. Let's have a conversation with Megan, who is the caregiver specialist at Broome County Office for Aging.
Somebody who is caring for somebody 60 years or older on a regular basis. So the goal of the program is to help caregivers receive a break and support from their caregiving services. So that can be done through in-home respite or community respite options. For support groups, it can be anybody of any age that is caring for a senior 60 or older. For in-home respite, it has to be somebody 60 or older or with a diagnosis of dementia or Alzheimer's. For group respite, it's the same. It has to be somebody 60 or older or with a diagnosis of dementia. Counseling can be provided in the home or over the phone just to discuss different community options that can be available to offer respite. Support groups are held monthly, usually the first Monday of the month. Sometimes other support groups can also be offered by other agencies as well. Trainings are offered multiple times a year just to kind of go over different programs or tips and tricks of how to make caregiving a little bit easier. New York State Office for Aging is offering a program through an agency called True Alta, which offers a caregiver database for different topics and information on support groups and topics and things that can be available to help caregivers. New York State also is having us use a program called Archangels to assess caregiver burnout. We offer a respite grant that is partnered with the Alzheimer's Association. The Alzheimer's Association also offers support groups along with a 24-hour helpline. A lot of caregivers feel that they have to do it alone, but there are a lot of community resources to kind of help them with managing their caregiver situation. We work with several different community agencies to help offer community support, whether it be in-home or in a nursing facility.
Let's have a conversation with Kate, who utilizes the Office for Aging Caregiver Support Group.
So I have two brothers. They are both mentally challenged and physically disabled. After my parents died several years ago, I became their legal guardian. And they do reside in a group home, which I'm very thankful for. They take great care of them. But however, since I am their legal guardian, I do have to provide a lot of oversight for various things. Their health care, they recently moved to a new group home. I had to go through their rooms and go through everything and clean everything out and help with the move. It's kind of one thing after another, and was going through a period of time probably several months ago that just kind of, it became very overwhelming, and was kind of getting burnt out with all the responsibility. So that's kind of what led me here. I think for everybody that might do this, the rewards are a little bit different for maybe what they're looking for and what they want to do. But I think it's the rewarding part is, being that you are helping someone that's in need. I think a large part of that is talking to other people that are going through a similar situation. it's very helpful to see or to know that you're not alone in this type of journey, if you will, and just to know, that other people are going through the same thing. And I was calling them quite frequently, actually, to ask for assistance, support, and they were extremely helpful in guiding me in the right direction, giving me information on resources that I could contact in order to help them. So it's been really very, very helpful. So I think, first of all, I would advise them to speak with other people that are going through it, kind of like find out what to do, what not to do, in the sense of, how to go about it. So I found that I could benefit from attending a support group, to share experiences with others going through a similar situation, and found the Caregiver chat group sponsored by the Broome County Office for the Aging. Although I have just recently started attending, I found the discussions beneficial, with each member sharing the challenges they are faced with in their own personal caregiving situation. Other members will often offer advice and ideas from their own experiences, which can be beneficial. I've also learned of various resources that can be helpful in my given situation from the other members and those that are in charge of the group. It's also nice just to be able to talk to others that are going through a similar situation, that can relate and understand what you're going through, so that you don't feel like you're going through it alone. And I would highly recommend this group to anyone who is a caregiver and is looking for a group that offers support, helpful information, and social connection with other caregivers.
Let's hear from Rita, who used in-home respite care.
As a 24-hour-a-day caregiver and guardian for my brother, it was with great insight and relief when the caregiver specialist from the Broome County Office for Aging visited our home and recommended in-home respite care. This program provided a 4-hour visit once a week from a respite worker who visited my brother and allowed me the flexibility to attend my errands. I was able to leave home knowing his needs and safety were being provided. The respite worker also extended a social experience outside of family for my brother in the comfort of his home. We are beyond grateful and thankful for the Caregiver Services Program and the supports provided to me that helped me be a more supportive and knowledgeable caregiver.
The easiest way for caregivers to learn about caregiver services is to call our office or to visit our website.